Do not let Jiffy Lube change your engine oil. Most of the time, they're not even using new engine oil, or they're not changing your oil filter. Now we have proof, that's right, with Blackstone Lab oil analysis. But before we get into all that, let's take it back to the beginning. We did a lot of research because a lot of people would say that's one bad Jiffy Lube. There are many thousands of Jiffy Lubes, and yeah, that's true. Even outside of the US. So we did a lot of digging. We have that proof as well. Now it's more likely there might be one good Jiffy Lube out of the whole batch from what I found. What's happening? They're not changing people's oil most of the time. They're topping it off with some new oil at best. The ones that do are stripping out people's oil plugs. And on top of all that, they're not changing the engine oil filter. Now people are even saying that they pull a bait and switch. They call in to find out, hey, how much is an engine oil change at your shop? The Jiffy Lube will say about $29. They'll get in there and then it could be $90-some to $100 for an engine oil change. Of course, the customer proceeds to ask why. And most of the time, this is after they've already been billed when they were told something previously. So they say, Jiffy Lube in response, well, that's what we tell everyone over the phone because we don't know what kind of car you have. We need to take a look at it, they say. The guy says, well, I told the person on the phone that we actually had this make and this model vehicle, and they said yes, so it'll be this $29. However, they pulled the bait and switch. Now that guy proceeded to say, after stating this, the same exact statement. We tell everyone that it's $29 unless we find out what vehicle they have. The guy says, hey, I just told you. But check out these other stories, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. The consumeraffairs.com, you can find a lot of reviews. And these are verified accounts, so it's not just random people just posting this stuff on this account. Now, what can you do to protect yourself? Well, you can do what I like to do. If you do decide to have someone else change your own engine oil, and it's good for your vehicle to find out, if it's having a lot of wear, things of that nature, you can find out quite a bit with an oil analysis, and you can get it pretty inexpensive. Or don't use Blackstone Lab, use whoever you want. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody. This is what this is all about. I want you to drop down right now and let us know if you got an oil change at a Jiffy Lube, a Valvoline instant oil change, a Lucas Oil Center, or the Walmart Auto Care Center. Let us know the location, possibly the store number, if at all possible, and let us know about your service, what you experienced, what you had done, the work, and that'll go a long way to help a lot of people. But the oil analysis is a really good thing to do, and it's inexpensive, as I said. Now, Valvoline instant oil change, however, a lot of people like the part about the Valvoline instant oil change. Well, hence the name instant oil change. You can stay in your vehicle and they'll change the oil while you're in the vehicle really quickly. So there's been a lot of great reviews about this. But there has been some negative feedback about people not torquing the oil drain plugs to spec on these vehicles as well, or putting the oil filter on too tight. So you can judge for yourself on that one. I'll include those reviews as well. But what about the Walmart Auto Care Center? They're a really big one out there now, guys. They've grown quite a bit. And the Walmart Auto Care Center, the issues or advantages of it are actually going out, doing their grocery shopping, so they can sit there, relax, have the oil changed while they're doing their shopping. Everything's good to go. There have been a few complaints about the services they offer for the oil change because the filter doesn't match up for the synthetic. They use the same oil filter for all of the oil changes. Now some people say, well, there's no filter for synthetic oil. But here's the issue. The problem is using the same oil filter for all of them is that it will not last the same amount of time unless you have, say, if you have an oil change it's due for, good for, say, so many miles, 7,500 miles as an example, and the oil filter says it's good for 5,000 miles or so on, then technically your oil change, or your oil, is going to outlast the filter. Now, would this be a problem? That's something else for you to decide. Is that a little too petty? I say if you're paying the extra money, why can't they go ahead and throw in an extra $1 or $2 for an oil filter? You can tell me, since we've been putting these out here about these stores, have they made any changes? Has anything been done about any of this? Another big problem with the Jiffy Lube, they're even using the wrong engine oil. That's right, because a lot of times you can get certain oils in bulk, and this can save you a lot in costs. So people are saying that they've been having a lot of engine oil leaks by using this, and that's another great thing. You can find out with an oil analysis. You can find out what oil they're actually using, see if they're pulling a fast one. Maybe you can even install a camera in your vehicle. I think that's a really good idea, something that I probably should try, but I'm really skeptical when using my car as a guinea pig, even though I've done it many times before. Now, the Lucas Oil Center, I've heard that they're really good, friendly, so I've not really heard a lot of bad things about them, mostly all good. The Walmart, the bad about it, well, some people say that yes, even though you can do all your shopping, if you're just going there for an oil change, you could be in there to wait a really long time. Now, I've had them change tires when I bought tires and things of that nature, and that was the one downfall of service, is that, yes, I did all my shopping, so it kind of helped me out in that department, but if I was waiting, oh man, I'd have been there forever, it seemed like, a few hours. And it wasn't like they were packed or anything of that nature. I mean, I could see they weren't understaffed. I watched the guys, they were, just chilling, so forth, but they seemed to do a good service, what they did. Now, I've had problems in the past, but that was a Walmart in Kansas. This Walmart is in Virginia, and I've had good luck with it. Jonesville, I believe. So if you're ever around that area, you could check that Walmart out. Let me know what you think about it. I think they do a pretty good job from what I've seen. And guys, let's definitely not forget about their coupon scam. You know all about that one. They'll give you a coupon, then when you go to use it, they'll say the system is down, but they'll end up using the debit card system. Awful funny about that one, huh? Or when they do give you the coupon and you go to use it, they'll say, okay, we applied the coupon, if they didn't make up another excuse, only to find out the thing was they didn't even change your engine oil filter. I can promise you, they'll make up for it some way or another. Just look a little bit closer. You guys shouldn't be getting ripped off. No one should. As always, guys, anything you can contribute, the NIA community really does appreciate your kindness. It helps us guys from getting scammed or ripped off. Thank you for watching Nate's Interactive Auto.